Welcome to Blog21c. Bob Dole, war hero, no more with us. Washington, December 5, Reuters. Bob Dole, who conquered horrifying World War II battle wounds to turn into a pre-famous figure in U.S. legislative issues as a long-lasting Republican congressperson from Kansas, and his party's fruitless 1996 official candidate, passed on Sunday. He was 98. Known for a mind that went from humble to burning, passed on in his rest, the Elizabeth Dole Foundation said. Reported in February that he had been determined to have progressed cellular breakdown in the lungs and would start treatment. Understand more. America has lost one of its saints. Our family has lost its stone, Dole's family said in an assertion. He exemplified the trustworthiness, humor, sympathy and unbounded hard-working attitude of the totally open fields of his childhood. He was an incredible voice for logical traditionalism. Looked for the administration multiple times and was the Republican Party's chosen one of every 1996 except lost to Democratic occupant Bill Clinton. Was his party's bad habit official chosen one of every 1976 on a ticket headed by occupant President Gerald Ford. However, they lost to Democrat Jimmy Carter and his running mate Walter Mondale. Understand more. Known for alluding to himself as an outsider looking in, made an exemplary American excursion from the neediness of the Great Depression of the 1930s through World War II front lines to the halls of force with an apathetic Midwestern pride. He addressed Kansas in Congress for a considerable length of time, 1961 to 1969 in the House of Representatives and 1969 to 1996 in the Senate. Helped shepherd Republican President Ronald Reagan's authoritative plan as Senate Greater Part pioneer during the 1980s, and led significant enactment of his own. Who lost the utilization of his right arm from a conflict wound, was a promoter for the handicapped, and attempted to support the accounts of the Social Security retirement program. Was instrumental in entry of the 1990 Americans with Disabilities Act, denying separation based on inability in work, public facilities and transportation. He additionally was a critical figure behind building a dedication regarding Americans who served in World War II on Washington's National Mall, presently a famous traveler stop. President Joe Biden affectionately reviewed his visit to Dole in February at the Watergate complex in Washington where he resided. We got right the latest relevant point of interest, like it were just yesterday that we were sharing a snicker in the Senate lounge area, or discussing the extraordinary issues of the day, frequently against one another, on the Senate floor, Biden said in an assertion. However, we frequently deviated. He never wondered whether or not to work with me or different Democrats when it made a difference most, Biden said in an assertion. A differentiation to the present unpleasant partisanship that has made it difficult for the significant gatherings to participate on enactment. Previous President Donald Trump referred to Dole as an American conflict saint. In an assertion, Trump added, the Republican Party was made more grounded by his administration. Who portrayed himself as a Trumper on the side of the previous president, in July voiced anxiety with Trump's continuous charge that the 2020 political race had been taken from him as a result of huge citizen misrepresentation, a case that has been dismissed by a few court difficulties in Trump's own Justice Department. He lost the political decision, and I lament that he did, Dole told USA Today's Susan Page. I'm somewhat trumped out, he added. At the point when I think about the best age, I consider Senator Bob Dole, a man who devoted his life to serving our country. Find happiness in the hereafter, old buddy, Senator Mitt Romney, a previous Republican official up-and-comer, compassed on Twitter. American banners were requested to fly at half-staff at the White House, the U.S. Legislative Center and other government structures. U.S. President George W. Shrubbery sits with previous U.S. Representative Bob Dole during a function respecting the half-year commemoration of the USA Freedom Corps in the East Room of the White House, July 30, 2002. Reuters. Larry Downing file photo. Previous Senate Greater Part pioneer Bob Dole, Arkansas, goes to a welcome function out of appreciation for new Joint Chiefs of Staff Chairman Army General Mark Milley at Joint Base Myer-Henderson Hall, Virginia, U.S., September 30, 2019. Reuters. Kevin Lamarck file photo. Conservative official chosen one Bob Dole, surrenders a thumb as President Bill Clinton waves to the crowd following the primary official discussion in Hartford, Connecticut, October 6, 1997. Previous Senate Greater Part pioneer Bob Dole, Arkansas, goes to a welcome service to pay tribute to new Joint Chiefs of Staff Chairman Army General Mark Milley at Joint Base Myer-Henderson Hall, Virginia, U.S., September 30, 2019. Reuters. Kevin Lamarck file photo. 1996 election. To the people who accept that I am excessively confrontational, I say, assuming I am contentious, it is for affection for country. Dole said in his discourse tolerating his party's 1996 official selection. Also to the people who accept that I focus intensely on compromise, I say that in governmental issues noteworthy trade-off is no wrongdoing. It is the thing that shields us from absolutism and prejudice. Give crushed adversaries including moderate reporter Pat Buchanan to get the designation. At age 73, he ended up confronting Clinton, 50 at that point, an appalling epitome of the post-bellum time of increased birth rates, who previously had endured charges of infidelity and military draft avoidance. Give unobtrusively raised Clinton's past by saying, assuming that something occurred along the course and you needed to leave your kids with Bob Dole or Bill Clinton, I think you'd likely leave them with Bob Dole. Clinton crushed Dole, catching 49% of the well-known vote to Dole's 41%, and outsider challenger Ross Perot's 8%. Give won 19 of the 50 states, losing the state-by-state electoral college by a 379-159 count. Clinton in 1997 granted Dole the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the country's most noteworthy non-military personnel honor. Give in 2018 got the Congressional Gold Medal, the most noteworthy honor Congress can give. On Capitol Hill, Dole was a practical moderate and a successful administrator enjoyed by Democrats just as Republicans for his capacity to fabricate alliances and pass comprehensively okay laws. He was Senate larger part pioneer from 1985 to 1987, and afterward again from 1995 to 1996, and was Senate minority pioneer from 1987 to 1995. Give procured a standing for in some cases suddenly erupting at rivals, and accepted the job of axeman, as Ford's running mate in 1976. In a 1976 discussion with Mondale, Dole pronounced, in case we included the killed and injured in Democrat battles in this century, it would be around 1.6 million Americans. Enough to fill the city of Detroit. Trying to recover from that assertion, Dole showed a blaze of humor, saying, they advised me to go for the throat, so I did mine. At the point when he looked for the Republican official selection in 1988, Dole raged at Vice President George H.W. Shrubbery, saying, quit lying about my record. Bush won the assignment and the administration. Give went to Bush's 2018 memorial service at the U.S. State House Rotunda, standing up from his wheelchair with the assistance of a helper and lifting his left hand for a last salute. Give additionally looked for the 1980 Republican official assignment at last won by Reagan. Give significant other, Elizabeth, filled in as Republican congressperson from North Carolina from 2003 to 2009, and as Bush's Secretary of Work and Reagan's Secretary of Transportation. War hero. Robert Joseph Dole was brought into the world on July 22, 1923, one of 4 offspring of a grain lift administrator and a mobile salesman in Russell, Kansas. As a U.S. Armed Force lieutenant in World War II, he drove an attack on a German automatic rifle home in Italy. A shell destroyed his right shoulder, incapacitated his right arm, broke vertebrae, baffled his body with shrapnel, and cost him a kidney. Finished for courage, Dole went through 39 months in clinics prior to getting back to regular citizen life. Give went to graduate school, unfit to compose however overcoming with the assistance of his first spouse, Phyllis, who translated class addresses he recorded. Give had one little girl, Robin, from his first marriage. Give became engaged with the 2016 Republican official mission by underwriting Jeb Bush and joining his mission. After Bush exited, Dole supported possible victor Donald Trump. Previous Dole consultant Paul Manafort filled in as Trump's mission executive. In 2017, Dole lauded Trump for having tremendously reestablished our situation as head of the free world. Thank you for watching.